Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
My turn.
No holding back. Let my enemies fall. Very well. for a flower. Battle favors the fearless.
Can't give up. Not now. Take you.
Chosen!
This is my happy place.
I'm ready.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
The Chosen of Mercy is dead. Permanently this time.
Netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on it. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. We prepare for the fight of the army of the within the city. An Elder Brain, brimming with power. An order the Death Gods. We must wrest control of the brain. Our chances of success are... I will be your... And when the chance comes...
Maybe I should... No, this is good.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. You bet your ass I am. And I won't stop till that fucker is dead.
Curse. Gods be damned. With that parasiting, should Baldur's Gate fall to the... We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for...
Orin. I'd never heard tell of, but a bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way father told it. He had no use for Gortash. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. As would I. I was 17. Father, older Raven Guard, had just been named a Grand... That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on...
She never stops.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. After, he said only 1 word. Go. So I did. The moment I agreed, the cultists choked on our poisons and my soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake. I don't know that it was I understand. No, he did the only thing he could. In his eyes, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. A Grand Duke's duty is to his city. First and Worm's Rock, it serves as headquarters for the Absolute's armies on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
The shadows are losing their grip. You wanted something?
Our enemies, an elder brain, reminds me of old times. Extensively. Mind flame. It is more. But take courage. You have these chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like glad to falling foul of Cat. We ventured into dark. When we reach Baldur's Gate, how does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate.
Listen! Listen!
Watch this. Soldier. Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Thanks for watching out for me. You lot could have tossed me back in the shadows.
You're one of us. No fist left behind.
I'm glad that's still the case.
Our enemies and elder reminds me of old times. Aren't you? When we met, I was... Now, it's time. You have these chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be glad to be falling foul of Ketherec. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even... How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, there's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
Long.
A curse lifted. The dead three allied once more. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance. Do Illithids possess souls? No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an Illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services. Yes, once judged, ascended, then vanquished, as one, and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder. Where matters of balance are concerned, I know.
I wouldn't have lasted long.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you. Very good.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Try to cheer them up.
Be gone!
Sorry.
What was it like in there?
In the curse. More horrible than you can imagine.
Try me.
Thanks for watching out for me. You lot could have tossed me back in the shadows.
You're one of us. No fist left behind.
I'm glad that's still the case. It's like your mind wants you dead.
How'd you survive it?
Nathaniel. I had to look after him. Without him. When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fit, you said... It's safe to say, you'd have been recruited in an instant. Gruff. And intimidating. I don't know if this Duke Ravengard is the same. I hope you can save him. For the good of Baldur's Gate. Thank you. Besides, Nathaniel should have someone here when he wakes up. It's the least I can do. I don't think... The truth is... But... because of you...
What's it like? My mum lives in the...
It's a group. Well, the way I hear it, The fighting's not done yet. You need to resupply. Lady. Just tell me what you need. Lady... Just tell me what you need.
Don't burn yourself.
Where am I needed?
Never a dull moment.
Just tell me what you need.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies, Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the Halsin's strength and look. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. Baldur's Gate may seek on its street together.
The road gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the absolute...
Can't believe there are...
Troops ready?
Ready enough?
No one's stopped me yet.
The shadows are lifted. Are you sure? The blade stand and just...
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. He got his claws into me early. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard. Copper for your thoughts? What a charmer.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Hey, soldier. Sounds boring. Oh, fuck.
You wanted something? For the best, perhaps?
I think we've done rather a good thing here. A welcome change to gift this land a sliver.
Alas, no.
The charm Elminster granted me requires my death. Making myself invulnerable, immortal, or in any other fashion unkillable would render it useless. Still, I see no harm in learning what we can about this night song. And if we manage with...
I never saw myself. I was always more of a lurker in, historically. Leap.
The curse is broken and it is done. This disc is embellished with Tirsu script. It shouldn't take much effort to decipher it. And... there. From madness rises meaning. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Justil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver. That his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. No, no. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus is no more. To Baldur's Gate. Action, not reaction.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Don't touch me.
Time to rest.
Speak your mind. Assume nothing.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
You did it. Catherick Thorm is no more. Not as good. Nature moves at its own pace.
I can't believe it. And by killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin free. Not on purpose. Catherick Thorm. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? This was different. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. I found last light within the shadows. made a shelter there. By the time Jahira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land, my home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. I did. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me! Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Ketheric Thorm. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me. Even when he worshipped, when she died. Curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom.
I guess I can take care of myself.
I would not linger in this land over long. But, whatever...
Where's Shadowheart? I think she'll want a word.
You wanted something?
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that. I'll be...
You wanted something? Of course.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
It is time we spoke about your heritage. There's a debt I must repay.
You claim to know something about me. You knew about the wolves. Tell me everything.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget. Shah's embrace is something that was forced upon you. It is not your true nature.
That can't be. I was always loyal to Shah.
Until you weren't. Do you think it was but a brief lapse? A moment of madness? No. I think you finally listened to your heart. When you freed me from the Shadowfell, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain, his inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others someplace distant. Let me help you remember, so there will be no doubt.
A memory appears at the forefront of your mind.
That wolf. That elf. Who was he?
You already know who he is. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood? He is your father. And he lives still. As does your mother. I felt them. Bound to you.
That can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
I have to find my parents.
You will have to face your abductors in their very lair. In Baldur's Gate. There is one more way in which I can help you. You have been forewarned. And now you shall be forearmed. You will remember this spear, no doubt. It was to be the instrument of my death. Now, it will become a parting gift in exchange for my life.
I thought that was lost in the Shadowfell. How do you have it?
Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. I felt the spear call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will need it. But what you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before. A debt repaid. You gave me my life back. Now go and claim your own.
There must be more you can tell me.
Your mind is a deep, dark wood. There are dead ends, shadowy corners, lurking threats. I was lucky to be able to glean as much as I did. Besides, while a little ignorance may shield you. One last thing. Your parents have been in the hands of Shah's followers for some 40 years. It must take tremendous will for mortals to hold out that long. See that their sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
I've got a long road ahead.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen. I am free from my bonds. You must face them. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Looking forward to a bit of rest.
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road. The Shadow Curse will soon be forgotten, thanks to us.
The Absolute's armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
I-F. Or is it an E? Is it even a letter? What damn language is this? Oh, it's you. Well, I'm glad you like them. A gift from Cazador, written in flesh. I think it says, mind your own damn business.
You might be sneering, but you can see pain.
This isn't your problem, you know. Fine.
The pattern swirls before you, runes hacked crudely into his flesh. You can't read it, but you recognize the letters. Infernal, the language of the Hells.
And? What does it say? Infernal? What in the hells? What did he do to me? No. No. 2 centuries carrying this. No. Cazador was only figure. Whatever he's left can't. Thank you. By the way, will we?
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. Indeed. We'd better press on, but before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world.
Taken from the light to be... The truth is finally dawning.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? I'm glad. Though, I don't think I'm quite done with the past yet. Not until I've been to Baldur's Gate.
Fine. What's on your mind? Let's get on with it.
shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
There's no more raid shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her.
Oh, we have a new look for a new Shadowheart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp.
Something is different about Shadow.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her.
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are. Begone, friend. I have a darling.
Looking forward to a bit.
I swear, I can already feel... I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come...
I would not linger in this land over long, but... I guess I can...
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted. Recall that...
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this, at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her. That speaks well. If you have questions, ask. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief. I felt the way they think. Saw the world as they do. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. Do not be moved. And if it wriggles free, you'll find...
Well met.
How can I...
All's well, I hope? Aside from the obvious.
Hey, soldier.
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, but it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been the Elder Brain. Netherese magic. So pure, so most Netherese artifacts can... I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but... no matter. It exists. That crown sits on a gargantuan Elder Brain bent on destroying... We need to learn more about what, as luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading. Their collection of rare tomes is You'll have to forgive my... How can I help?
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back. I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly... If we can find them, we can... And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. Unless Cazador's changed their... We should get to them first. And then... Yes?
Looking forward to a bit. Be gone, friend. I have a dark...
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? Right now, your resolve feels firm. You will not have, but sleep is not.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March! Join power.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
This would be the worst time to take a nap.
Die, you little harborer!
Furious prune tart.
Tadpole scum! That's a cat!
I will not know failure. My faith will protect me.
Quickly! I can't do this without you.
With haste.
The strength of evil.
That nearly ended me.
Gistavki! Vorfir! Need healing.
It's alibi. No time to waste.
That thing's not going to hold together much longer.
here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Let's get going.
Rested enough. Now, forward.
Your head's empty as a delicious.
What's next?
Friend, you will be cleansed.
Rusty rogue.
Victory awaits.
Can't afford to let up.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
Assume nothing.
And these things have stayed interesting.
I need you, now.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Geek abomination! By the one true sky, what is this madness?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from... You let your... Continue now. Help me, the god. Destroy the god. They prevent me from subduing. Now!
Aid an illithid against Githyanki.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lae'zel. Fight with me for your own survival. Together. They won't know what bit them. Better strangers. Destroy the Honor Guard.
It's not over. Come to the skull. It's not over. The skull. Come to the skull.
Let's keep to the shadows.
Help me!
On the hunt.
What's next, I wonder?
Indolence breeds madness.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Please, help me. Abomination.
The Githyank don't let me help me. The Honor God. Eliminate them. Destroy the God. I will subdue their master. Do not be now. Help me. The God. Do it.
Aid an illicit.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing. Together.
Before me.
Shall we cut and run? Quickly. Let's find some prey.
Destroy the Honor God.
flatulated. Trunk of lies.
Not fall before my time.
Not lay sail. I must regain control of the Yankee Prince.
Take two.
Time to kill. Subdue Wicked Yankee, quickly. Need healing.
some blood.
Fading fast. I need healing.
Hurry! The guard must fall.
Need healing.
Take two.
Time for a cuddle.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered
by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Prince Orpheus.
Orpheus? Impossible.
Quite possible. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings.
I don't understand.
Your histories are fabrications. She kept him this way because she was reluctant. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil... No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence. The moment I found it, I felt it and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. That would be it. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hate.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate my original body was destroyed when I first escaped the Elder Brain. I realized that returning to my former self, any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance. I already had, as an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yours. If you let me, I can evolve you. The answer is twofold. What? Two. Why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, so do you wish to evolve or not? You will be able to do... There will be physical alteration, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Skra! Whatever the...
You continue your mark now. Hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune. A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane. Cocooned here for... What are you?
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens.
I suppose, if it works. But if you had opened your mind to it, rather than consuming it, your allies could have taken advantage of its power as well.
The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. But we mustn't lose focus. You heard the Chosen. The brain. We must not let them
I've got a long road ahead.
Imagine yourself with the same. If you let me, I can evolve you. The answer to why would I? So, do you wish to? You will be able to do. There will be physical alterations, of course. And you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Whatever this geek offers is no gift to you.
You continue to... Your mind it now. Hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another. A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane. Cocooned here for millennia, it has become extraordinary. What are you?
A coldness seeps through your vein.
I suppose, but if you had opened your...
The tadpole's essence, you feel different. Your body has never felt more...
We must... You heard that we must not...
Shouldn't have wished to live more interesting times.
Shadowheart needs to speak to her more than I do. You better wait until she's free.
Since you ingested my gift instead of using it, there is nothing further I can...
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable, but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
Orpheus. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss. It is Orpheus. The blood of the mud. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers. Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Our current Vlaakith has claimed undead, but it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in... Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us. Should Orpheus go free, He would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain... Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, if the Githyanki are to be free. What about him? The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fierce, so mad with power, and glowing with such psionic force. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great, the Emperor may be loathsome. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. Why destroy a weapon like that? When you can contain it in a relic, a weapon is only the means of Vlaakith's own end. Better to have Orpheus killed. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craved. Orpheus's honor trapped by Vlaakith, and they see us as Geich. I regret their deaths. But I pledge to live as they perished. In the... How can...
So, there's been a mind flayer inside. The more I learn, the less I do not serve Shah anymore. But I digress. Did you...
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures... at least my lack of tentacles.
By Balduran's bones, this is a lot to take in. 1, we've been... 2, it's been appearing as someone else. 3, the mind flayed. Did I miss anything? How could I forget? One of Baldur's Gate's most sensational tales, aren't they? I can't pretend I have the answer. It holds our fates in its talons until the Well met.
So your mysterious art... How do you feel? Knowing the cost of keeping your transformation at bay. I want to say yes. But then I was happy to work. Illithids are monstrous. And if it can, a parasite will keep its host fat, happy. Use the Emperor as it would use you.
I'm really not sure about... I've got my eyes on...
When I first met you, saving yourself from Ceramorphos, I trust your leadership and respect your decisions. But I truly hope this is not something we come to regret.
Oh, quite... Such creatures are not to be trusted as a general rule. At best, an ally whose motivations remain shrouded in
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. Yenna! And my cat is Grub. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Wow. Thanks a lot.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big... Come.
Do you know where we're going?
Welcome to Rivington. South, Coast Way. North, Worms Crossing.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. The cultists assaulted the gate. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. You'll see for yourself.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
If my friend tries to get you to...
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good... Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do.
So, precisely how many red caps are missing?
Just like that.
I just...
Keep a sharp eye out. Red caps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these...
All this kerfuffle over missing red caps. Yes.
Yeah. Then let's go inside. Don't be scared.
Kick them all out.
We won't need to. Please, go ahead of us. My son is a little nervous. Sorry, you have red caps working in your circus?
How dare you? A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch... So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and destruction.
But costumes don't drool, Dad.
Any of the refugees? Boys ready? They're damn near chomping at the bit. Clear off! Dim whatever, but... The place was empty.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
Not if they're tried out. I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. Excuse me? It's one thing to donate extremely cheap. I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them. Fine. They can stay.
I respect You've stepped on the guild's toes. And we'd like a little something. I'd say you'll live to regret it. But honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live. Come on, boys.
Oh, action, not reaction.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, eat it.
What do you want for supper? All the treats your tummy can handle. Heartless scum. I'm a...
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that. But same way lots of... If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you? Off with you then! I don't like...
Good thing you sorted that out.
At least we'll have some peace now.
Peace. Towards the city?
Better to be within its walls than without, Martha. At least here we stand a chance.
We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.